How to get better at time management. Before we start, I would like to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to e-commerce know-how. 1. Reverse engineer large goals into daily tasks. Everyone should have a major goal they are reaching towards. This is the destination they want to arrive at, something that pushes them to be better and perform at higher levels. Sometimes, though, looking at that goal can feel intimidating and overwhelming. How can you reach that goal when it seems so far away? The trick is to reverse engineer the goal. When you know what the goal is, you can begin breaking it down into more manageable goals and tasks. For example, if you have a goal that's a year off, create quarterly and monthly goals to shoot for, then break those down even further into weekly and daily tasks. Chris Bailey writes about his process. As he puts it, one of the best things you can do when undertaking an ambitious goal or project is to track your progress in achieving it, especially when you measure against a predetermined pace. Bailey describes a 3-step process you can follow as part of your reverse engineering effort. 2. Setting aside time to work on your schedule. Schedules don't just pop into existence from nothing. Most people understand this, yet many seem to think that they can manage without creating one. Annie Dillard once gave some excellent advice on the importance of schedules. She wrote, "How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. What we do with this hour and that one is what we are doing. A schedule defends from chaos and whim. It is a net for catching days. It is a scaffolding on which a worker can stand and labor with both hands at sections of time. A schedule is a mock-up, reason and order, willed, faked, and so brought into being. It is a peace and a haven sent into the wreck of time. It is a lifeboat on which you find yourself decades later still living. Set aside time each week where your sole focus is on strategizing how to reach your goals. Your schedule should reflect the plan you have for obtaining specific objectives. At the same time, take care not to overload your schedule. Make your schedule work for you, not you work for your schedule. 3. Spending the most time on high priority work. You only have so many hours in a day. Have you ever taken a step back and looked at how you're spending them? Leaders can't spend their time on just any task. They need to spend most of their time on things that move the needle that only they can do. Time management can be helpful in determining what can be eliminated from your schedule. For example, if you're constantly interrupted by email, phone calls, and other distractions, they can interfere with what really matters. You need to take extra steps to protect your time, possibly by hiring a virtual assistant. Protect and prioritize your time by making sure you focus solely on what matters. The trick then becomes identifying your priorities. In her book Grit, Angela Duckworth writes about a technique she learned from Warren Buffett about how to sort out what truly matters. Number 4. Using the 80-20 rule to delegate tasks. One of the most valuable time management skills you can use is something called the Pareto Principle, or the 80-20 rule. This rule, developed by Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto, states that 80% of all outcomes from 20% of input. For example, 80% of sales might come from 20% of the effort, or training the top 20% of workers will result in 80% of the company's leadership in the future. Another way to understand this rule is to say that only a portion of your actions will result in the vast majority of your results, so a small number of your tasks has a much higher value than the rest. Those few tasks that deliver more than others should be considered the highest leverage work activities. As Chris Bailey writes, when so much of your results come from so few activities, it's worth thinking about what the highest leverage activities in your work are. The important thing when it comes to time management skills is to identify those high leverage activities. Bailey points to author Brian Tracy, who wrote the book Eat That Frog. In this book, Tracy provides a guide for identifying the most important activities. 5. Developing time management strategies and systems. What is time management if not a way to maximize every moment you're working? But it can't be something you occasionally dabble in. You need to make it a habit, something you're continuously practicing every day. That also means implementing time management strategies and systems at an organizational level. You may start by looking at your own strategies and see how they might fit in with what others do. Could your methods apply to the company as a whole? If so, they could end up benefiting more than just yourself. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.